fair warning, this video is gonna be absolutely maybe long. Hey guys, this is the first video of 2016 and let's just say everybody says it's gonna be a great year, that 2015 went so fast and we didn't expect this to go. That's, well, no comment. I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna say some of my favorite books that I read of 2015 and maybe you'll get some ideas. And I'm gonna just show the books I have. I didn't get all of them that I really enjoyed reading, so there will be a list in the description below of all the books that I enjoyed, because I read 61 books of 2015. There will be a list. I think it's maybe around 15 books that was my favorite. I really enjoyed reading. But I'm gonna show you the ones that I have physical copies of. And if I look terrible, it's because I've been working. It's been a while since I worked because I've been sick, as many of you probably know. First book I pull up is Uncommon Criminals by Ali Carter. And it's about Catherine Bishop, who is a thief, but she says she's an honest thief that is like, she steals things that shouldn't be in that person's possession and gives it to the rightful owner. But she gets conned by another thief that pretends to be someone else, and that's where things get really weird and interesting, and she's supposed to take back the thing she stole for the thief that conned her back into some sort of better position that in that thief's hand. And she's a teenager, so it is some relationship thingies and romantic bullshit, but I recommend it. But read the first book, and that's called High Society. It actually says down here, a high society novel. I think that's actually the Siri, because this is a 0 of 3 books. And I'm gonna read the last one very soon. The next is actually Siri, and I'm gonna try and do all of them in one. Come on, what did you expect? You have, if you are a fan, you read these once a year. And I'm gonna start again because a year isn't complete for me without reading Harry Potter at least once. And as I've said, this, even though it's the thickest, it is my favorite book. Because of 2 reasons I have found out. One, my favorite female character does her entrance in this book. And second, my favorite 2 male character does a lot of things in here. So that's why I so love that book in the series. But if you never read them. Because seeing the films, it isn't the same. You get a close-up about what happens, but not the fullness of the series. Next is this series. And this is also a, let's say, a classical series. And some people might say this is not something you want to read because of the amount of the books. They're big, actually, and the text in this, that is small, but it is good. But if you're not, you can actually listen to an audiobook. All of this you can listen to audiobook, and I'm a huge audiobook listener. But some I actually read because, well, I've always read them, so I continue to read them. And these I actually listened to because I've read them 2014, and it took a long time because sometimes I had to reread because I didn't know what happened, since I had things to do 2014 that prevented me to read. But listening, I can actually do the things I need to do, and well, listen to the book. So, kill two birds in one stone. Swedish would say två flugor i en smäll. Two flies in one smash. The next book is this, The Maze Runner. But it's not a real great, but it gave me this nibbling thought of wanting to know what happens after the second book. And there are actually few now that can do that to me. I have read a lot of series that will be like, do I really want to know what happens? No, I don't. But this did. So the book itself is not good, but it did something that made me want to continue reading it. The next book is this. And I know Swedish, but I read it in English. And in Swedish it's called Jagad av lögnen. And if you translate it, it's Chased by the Lie. But in English it's called Chasing Fire. And I actually talked about this book in a favorites video about Rowan being a parachuting fireman. Well, you just read it yourself. I'm just going to tell you my favorites, and that it is a thriller novel, excitement novel. And the reason why this is because it is grown up, but it still had a touch of young feeling. And this was actually the first book of this author that I ever read. So it is actually sentimental. Because this is one of the greatest writers in the world. She's published a lot of books, and I have two in my hand. The other one is Dark Witch, and it's in a trilogy. And I'm about to read the second book very soon. And it's about witches. So you can just guess that I liked it. And she is a great author, so try her before you say anything else about her style of writing. And because I am me, I'm going to do something. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I don't have to select the last 2. I am waiting to buy them. But this series is one of the greatest series I have ever read. Because I was skeptical at this book. When I read the title, I was like, this is gonna be like an autobiography, like I'm with a band autobiography. But no, it was not. And it caught me so freaking much. So I have reread this one in particular about 10 times. I think even more. Before I could even get to the second book, which was good. It's great. Actually, the one I did not like a lot was the last book, believe it or not. That was my least favorite one, and the first was my favorite one, and that's kind of obvious because I didn't want the series to end. So I'm gonna reread it for every single year, I think, like Harry Potter. Those are my favorite 2 series of all time. So if you liked this video and thought some of my books were great, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more of me and my squinting eyes. Wait. There we go. And I will see you next week with But anyway, I will see you next week with another video. Love magic to you all. Bye bye.